Hello. Oh, you're welcome. Just gonna wait for people to show up. So we can get this started. I'm gonna try to get through the rest tonight if I can. There's a lot. Hi. See if we get any moderators tonight. Hello. How is everybody? Oh, I'm doing okay, thanks. Just a lot going on, you know? Oh, Christy, they're prepaid. They were paid on Saturday. I may do this again, though. Probably next weekend. I think I might make this a weekly thing. It seems to be fairly popular. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and pay for a mini reading, you can. You can just do it through my PayPal. And I'll put you on the list for next weekend. But next weekend, I'm going to be out of town with family for Thanksgiving. So if I do a live, it may not be until Sunday or Monday. So just letting you guys know. Oh, you're welcome, Lucky. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad it helps. I do the same thing. I have certain readers that I listen to every single morning with my coffee. It's like a morning routine. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, it's very fulfilling work. I'm not gonna lie. And it's like every time I get this sliver of doubt or like feeling like I can't continue or like whatever, I get like emails or, you know, some sort of affirmation that I'm on the right path. So I really appreciate you guys so much. And y'all have to excuse me. I got like a sinus thing. I don't know. So my nose is like running and my throat hurts. So I'm just like, nah. Oh no, it's not because of me. It's because of you. You're healing yourself, but I appreciate that. I'm just a messenger. Hi. Good day. My nose itch. No. I just know it happens when I channel. Oh, you're welcome, Salome. Yeah, it could also just be that I get a sinus infection every year around this time of year. So, I mean, it could be Ascension. Wouldn't surprise me if I'm going through one right now. And I'm sorry, my shirt's way too big. But I do not want to flash you guys. Completely different kind of live, right? Be a different way of making money. Who knows? I might make more money if I did that. I don't know. PayPal preferably, Corey, Jade. You can do super chat, but preferably PayPal. Yeah. Yep, we all gotta feed our cats. I have 6 cats, so you know, I think sometimes they eat better than I do. I'm not gonna lie. They're all rescues, so they definitely have good lives now. I'm going to get a couple more people in here before I start. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. I'm hoping to get some moderators in here to help me keep up because last time was a fiasco. So I definitely don't know if I'll be able to keep track. Basically, I'm going to be doing live mini reads for people who've already paid for them. I couldn't get through all of them last time. I'm going to try to get through the rest today, but there are a lot. So if I can't, I'm just going to have to do another live. Well, I mean, I can, but a lot of them are very skittish. Some of them are still kind of feral. They don't really do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. But two of my cats you probably have seen on my collectives before. They kind of show up in the background. So actually probably three that you guys have seen. See, I have Baxter, Bianca, Billie Jean, Bee, Cookie, and Gigi. Those are my cats. And all the tabbies have bee names. No idea why. It's actually, if you go to my community tab, I posted on Saturday my PayPal link. Maybe one day, but they do disrupt readings, so not tonight. Yeah, Cookie's my crazy cat. She's the only one not fixed. She's actually Bee's daughter. Bee had like 6 kittens in my bathroom. I had rescued her a couple years ago. She was pregnant. I was able to get all of them adopted out, and I kept Cookie, but she's the only one who's not fixed, so she's always going around the house in heat. She's like a cat on a tin roof, man. In fact, she's in heat now, so she's just like going around the house, rolling around, trying to get my male cat's attention, and he's fixed, so he's just like, I can't do anything. So he just smacks her and walks off usually. Oh, thank you, Lucky. I appreciate that. All right. Let's do one more shuffle here. We'll go ahead and get started. I don't know if anybody is willing to kind of keep up the list for me. Oh, you're welcome, Christy. Thank you so much. I mean, if anybody wants to go ahead and do that, that's fine. And I'll just get a list started for next weekend. And just kind of give you guys a heads up when I'm going to do it. All right, so the list that I have right now, I have Charm, which I think your real name, it starts with a P, but I don't want to butcher it. I have Ms. Nickel or Christine, Suzanne, Harpreet, Orla, Anutama, Sarah P, Salome, Tatiana, Jessica L, Mary Ann, Laura, Keoholani, Lizbeth, Zelia, Sar Liz, I'm not sure what your real name is, but Sar Liz, Keiki, and Mika. So that's who I have on the docket for tonight. So please let me know if you paid last time and I missed you. Tried to make sure I got everybody out of my email. And yeah, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Like button. Thank you. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So I see Charm is here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with yours. All right. See what we got going on. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So definitely seeing movement in your situation. Now, this could be the connection. I do see momentum with your connection right now, but it also do feel it's something to do with your personal situation. So like a karmic situation or possibly your job. I see some movement here with that. Absolutely. I'm also sensing somebody's moving or thinking about moving. Possibly trying to get away from a karmic situation. Okay. So that's really interesting. So I guess I feel like you feel like things aren't moving for some reason, but they are. And I feel like you've been focusing probably on the wrong thing, and don't beat yourself up because that happens a lot. Honestly, you kind of get wrapped up in certain expectations, like you're doing the work and you expect to see certain results. Right. And then when a different result manifests, you don't pay attention to that because you're focused on a different result that doesn't manifest. So make sure that you're staying open to the results that you're seeing. Okay. Because it's all leading you forward. Okay. Now I will say here that you've probably been feeling a little lost, feeling like something's missing from your life, but it's not. It's not, okay? You are whole within yourself, all right? So if you feel like something is missing, you need to do some inner work here. It may be some sort of past life karma and a child thing that's coming up. Maybe you felt abandoned as a child, felt rejected or something like that. So like maybe something's recently triggered you to make you feel this way, which could have to do with this movement. There may be something that's triggered you with this movement. So it may be a result that you saw that you were not expecting that triggered something else here. But I do feel your spirituality is expanding, okay? I feel like you're really growing here spiritually, okay? I definitely would recommend some head chakra clearings for you because you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, and you probably have been getting a lot of downloads, but you really want to open that up so spirit can come through and show you what needs to be done and what you need to do and what next steps you need to take here, especially with this momentum that's happening. Okay. I feel like you probably are going through an ascension right now. You may be getting like headaches, like that tingly feeling in your head chakra, that sort of thing that happens when you're going through ascension. So just try to keep yourself grounded as much as possible, because sometimes when the universe throws a bunch of stuff at you, it can be incredibly overwhelming. And sometimes you actually miss stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What's going on with you and your connection? All right. Yeah. Boom. There's the movement. Karmic situation. There's some sort of karmic situation that's coming to a close between you and your counterpart right now, and actually each individual karmic situation as well. I do feel a lot of cycles are closing for you. I'm getting something to do with either a pregnancy, children, karmic partner, possibly baby mama, something like that, or a mother even that's coming through here. That this particular situation is revolving around. I do feel it has something to do also with money. There's some sort of financial codependency here, and I'm actually feeling this is for both you and your counterpart. There's some sort of codependency here that needs to be released. Okay, and I feel like a lot of this that's coming through here is also past life related. So this is a cycle that you have continued for many, many lives, okay? And so this movement that seems to be happening definitely has something to do with the decision of a karmic situation, okay? And this is for both of you, okay? So right now it's like I feel like there's a lot of regret and guilt and remorse surrounding this particular decision. It's like you're each blinding yourself to the fact that you have to make a decision, or blinding yourself to the choice that you know needs to be made. It's like you know you need to make a decision, but you're really afraid to make that decision. Does that make sense? So I do feel that, again, want to open up that crown chakra, and actually I'm getting third eye as well, because spirit is definitely communicating with you right now about the decision that needs to be made, and is also communicating with your twin. Okay. So keep in mind, divine feminine always goes first. So if there's a decision that needs to be made for both of you, you're going to have to make that first leap. Okay. And you need to release resentment, release remorse, release any sort of guilt that you feel, to make this decision. Okay. Because that's what's holding you back. All right. There's absolutely no reason to feel guilty for reaching for your highest good. Okay. If other people make you feel guilty because you're trying to do something that's right for you, there really should be absolutely no place for that. Does that make sense? So set your boundaries as far as that goes. If somebody's trying to make you feel guilty about making a choice for your highest good, you need to release that. Okay. Because I do feel a lot of regret coming in here. All right. Because the world is moving the way it should. The wheel is moving the way that it should. Things are opening up for you. I feel like you've made massive strides in your healing. Okay. And because of that, your twin is also coming into awareness of the connection and coming into awakening. Okay. So your counterpart's going through a serious awakening right now. And it may be kind of, making them feel really, really out of sorts. They feel really scared and vulnerable right now. Okay. So I definitely would up your protection game right now. All right. Put a bubble of protection around yourself and your twin, and of course your loved ones, but you want to make sure that you're keeping yourself grounded and protected from any negativity that may try to encroach on you. Okay. Because as your vibration rises, it's like, certain things are attracted to you. Yes, light is attracted to you, but darkness is as well. Okay. So keep that in mind. Both of you right now, I do feel, have your boundaries up, and both of you are not speaking your entire truth. It's like you're hiding something from each other right now. Okay. And it could have to do with the karmic situation. It could have to do with the toxicity here. So both of you in a way are protecting the connection. Okay. Your twin specifically, I feel, is trying to protect you from something that's happening with them here that has to do with codependency and toxicity. Okay. I'm getting something to do with addiction here as well. All right. So keep that in mind. I do feel that a tower may be coming. Okay. Just keep that in mind, and try to keep yourself grounded. All right. Don't fear the towers. Don't fear the towers. Okay. They're good things. All right. But definitely sexual energy is going back and forth in this connection big time, but also triggers. So you're triggering each other back and forth and back and forth. It's like as one of you recovers from one and the other one goes through one. Does that make sense? So it's like a constant cycle. Okay. But I do feel your twin does want to communicate something to you very passionately, and he may actually come in passionately. Okay. So keep that in mind and try to remember to set healthy boundaries. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your counterpart. Yeah. Self-worth issues, big time. Telepathy very strong in this connection. Okay. They're very, very thankful for you. See, they're watching you. Okay. They're waiting for you to move. All right. Keep yourself happy. Keep yourself in a high vibration. And yeah, they're figuring out the connection. Okay. It's very, very intense. All right. Let's get some advice. See what the universe would like for you to focus on. Yeah. Definitely going through a shift right now, going through a transformation. Both of you are. Okay. So really want to focus on that healing, on the inner child work, especially. Don't feel closed off, okay, from others. Sometimes this journey makes you feel incredibly lonely. It makes you feel like you can't reach out to anybody. It makes you feel like you can't talk about it. Okay. Don't feel that way at all. All right. You have a soul tribe. All right. If you have a friend who you trust, you know, feel free to open up to them. And if they judge you, then they weren't really your friend in the first place. Okay. But I do feel you have people around you who are willing to help. And then of course there's always your spirit team. Okay. So the door is not shut. You're not being blocked out. All right. If people leave your life because of this journey, their purpose is done. All right. It's time to move on. So yeah, protect yourself from darkness. Absolutely. Because I do feel that you're very vulnerable, especially because of your ascension going on right now. You're very vulnerable to darkness, very vulnerable to doubt, vulnerable to psychic attack and that sort of thing. And dark entities do like to attach themselves to light workers and to people who are going on their journey and raising their vibration, because that's what they feed on. Okay, so try to keep yourself grounded and protected. Okay, don't be afraid of it. Don't give it credence. I'm just saying you might want to up your protection game, okay? And focus on your divine talents, because you have many, all right? And I do feel you're being called into mission if you haven't stepped into it yet. I feel like you're kind of teetering. You're not really quite sure what to do, and that's okay. We all get to that point. So make sure that you're, you know, reaching out to your spirit team for guidance, because that's what they're there for. They're there to help you. And if you're not even sure what your talent is, you know, everybody has one. If you're not sure what your talent is, again, ask your spirit team to show you, well, what exactly am I supposed to do here? Okay? Because I guarantee you there's something in there that you're just not, it's like you're not considering. I feel like you're looking at other people and you're looking at other people's gifts and you're comparing yourself to them, and we all have different gifts, okay? So don't compare yourself to someone else, okay? All right, I hope that helped. Let's see who else we got here. All right, we've got Christine. Ms. Nickel. Christine, are you here? Clear. Oh, thank you. All right, great. I'll add it to my list. Let's see. Christine. You're welcome. I'm glad you liked it. I hope it helps. All right, if Christine's not here, I'm just going to go ahead and do her reading. Paging Christine, yeah. Too bad Chad's not here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do Christine's. All right. So, okay. So Christine, I feel like Spirit has, speaking of paging Christine, I feel like Spirit has been trying to page you for a while. I don't think you're actively ignoring Spirit at all, but I do feel that you're not quite getting the message. So I definitely would recommend a third eye hit, because that's how you interpret. Okay. So you receive head chakra, you interpret third eye chakra. Okay. So I definitely would recommend that. I do feel Spirit's trying to tell you something, trying to urge you towards something here. And it could be your transformation. I feel like you've been feeling kind of stuck in a rut. You feel like things aren't moving the way that you want them to. This just seems to be across the board with most people with these expectations, man. You really need to release those. It's like you're searching for something to validate your self-worth, and you don't need to do that. Your self-worth comes from within, okay? So really need to focus on yourself right now and stop worrying about the things that you quote unquote don't have, or the things that other people have that you wish you had, that sort of thing. Because all that's going to do is lower your vibration, okay? And I do feel you also have a decision to make. possibly having to do with your connection. And just so you know, this is being mirrored. Your twin is actually getting a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of triggers about self-worth here. And I do feel he also has a decision to make, okay? And this could actually be involving a karmic situation, but I do feel it actually has to do mainly with himself. There's some sort of, I'm getting something to do with family. There's something to do with family, and it's like there's a very serious imbalance within this family dynamic, and it's being illuminated right now. Like the shadow aspect of that is coming out, right? And he's being guided toward the light here, okay? And so are you. But like I said, it feels like you're kind of closing yourself off from spirit. Again, I don't think you're meaning to. I just feel like third eye might be a little clouded. So, all right, let's take a look at your connection, see what's going on there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, decisions all over this. Yeah, both of you being very indecisive right now. Big time. Definitely having to do with something very toxic, though. I feel like both of you at this point are kind of beating yourselves up over something here. Yeah, something to do with material wealth, absolutely. But I do feel definitely a tower is coming here to kind of help move that along. There's some toxicity here, big time. And it all needs to be released, okay? It needs to be released. And again, Spirit is trying to come in and communicate with you about this, okay? And I feel like both of you are feeling incredibly sorrowful, guilty. I'm feeling a lot of guilt here. A lot of guilt, a lot of betrayal, a lot of anger, pent-up frustration, that sort of thing. Not really able to see the bigger picture, just worried about the things that you're losing. And both of you are in this energy. I'm feeling a dark night of the soul absolutely coming in for both of you here, and it's causing a lot of anxiety. I feel like both of you feel like it's like you don't know which way to go because you feel like it doesn't matter which way you go, it's going to be something bad. Okay? So probably need to clear out some past life karma because I'm definitely getting some past life stuff here. Might be getting panic attacks out of nowhere, that sort of thing. And that is actually your divine masculine because he's just kind of in a state of, I don't know what the heck to do right now. Right? So it's like both of you are actually in hermit mode trying to figure this out. So whatever this decision is that needs to be made, I do feel you're both actively trying to figure it out. It's just leading to a lot of anxiety, guilt, and fear. Okay. So try not to beat yourself up over that. All right. Do your best to stay balanced. Okay. And the decision, your final trajectory, I guess is what I'm trying to say, will be revealed to you. Okay. Because I feel like both of you just really aren't sure. It's like you're grasping at straws right now. You feel really scared and ungrounded, okay? And ungrounded in your truth for some reason. So I would definitely recommend a throat chakra hit for both of you as well with this blue coming up here. It will help you to speak your truth, not only to those around you, but to each other. Oh, hi, Daniela. Thank you for joining. But I do feel a lot of sexual energy going back and forth, absolutely, but also a lot of triggers, guys. Like it's trigger season for some reason. But both of you appear to be wanting to move, absolutely. So that's where this decision is happening here. You're both wanting to move. There's something that has sparked your need to get out of a situation that you've been feeling stuck in for a really long time. Okay? And I feel like a tower has recently hit that has caused this. Okay? And I feel like both of you are kind of dwelling on this tower instead of how to get out of it. You're just dwelling on the tower itself instead of a solution, instead of trying to find a solution, right? So I do feel you're being urged to rebuild right now. Okay, so your divine masculine may be very quiet right now while he's trying to rebuild. Okay, so don't take it personally. He's just in hermit mode, just like you are. Okay, so it's just time to work on yourself right now and figure out a strategy on what to do next. Okay, so let's get messages from your counterpart. Yeah, I can never look mine in the eyes either. It's weird. All right, let's get some advice for Christine. Yeah, okay, so you're definitely being urged to reach out to your spirit team right now. Absolutely. Because they have been trying to communicate with you, okay? Make sure you're actually communicating with your spirit team, okay? Because there appears to be something going around here lately where people are not actually connecting with their spirit team. They're actually connecting with ego or with something else. So make sure that you know how to connect to your spirit team and that you know how to authenticate that. Everybody is different. There are different meditations you can find on that. But usually what I do is there's a particular feeling that I get when I am actually interacting with one of my guides, and each guide feels different. Okay. So usually if I'm unsure, I will actually ask them to step away and then come back so that I can make sure that I'm differentiating the energy. Okay. Chakra, because I do feel it's very closed off for both of you right now. And that's part of the healing process. You kind of close yourself off because you're afraid of the pain. Okay. So just make sure that you're not closing yourself off. All right. You want to purge it properly, not repress or suppress. Okay. And yeah, boom, dark night of the soul. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in your reading. So I do feel a dark night of the soul happening for both of you right now. All right. So you may be feeling that from your counterpart, but you may actually also be going through that. So just take it one day at a time. Do some clearings, work on that inner child work. If you have to take a break, take a break. It's not going to kill you to take a break. Just make sure that you are doing it. You're not just stopping completely. Okay. All right. So that was Christine. All right. So next is Suzanne. Suzanne, are you here? Suzanne. Oh, there you. Wait, is that you? Just want to make sure. There. Okay. Yay. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Huh. Wow, 3 years. Huh. Oh, thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donations. Really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. I feel like I should share. I've made some movement in my karmic situation. I actually went to look at apartments today, and I'm going tomorrow as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. 9 months. Wow. Yeah, well, my divine masculine, we didn't talk for like 6 months, and then we talked for like a week and a half, and then he ghosted again. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's going to be another 6 months before I hear from you again. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, your divine masculine's married? Yeah, mine too. All right, so let's go ahead with Suzanne. No, mine is not a Sagittarius. Mine is a Leo. Which is interesting because I have a lot of Leos in my collective. And I know more Leos than I know any other sign. The only other sign that comes close is Capricorn, and my karmic is a Capricorn. I don't know what that means. Really? See? There's so many Leos in my collective and so many people with Leo counterparts. It's really crazy. Like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. So, yay, Pisces. A lot of Pisces in my collective too. All right, Suzanne, so let's take a look. Wow, looks like you've made some strides in your situation, Suzanne. Good job. I feel like I feel like you've recently received validation of this success too. Now, it may have triggered you a little bit, maybe because you weren't expecting it, which, release expectations and whatnot. But sometimes when things happen like that out of the blue, it does trigger you, because then you're just sitting there going, what do I do now? What do I do next? Right? And so it kind of throws you, for a loop sometimes. And what happens when you get success and it throws you off? You stop doing the work. Right? You just kind of stop. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. You just kind of stop doing the work. So I don't feel like this is necessarily happening to you, though I do feel there was a pause probably, because it kind of took you aback. So you kind of just took a step back for a second, and that's okay. As long as you resume the work, eventually it's fine. But we all need to gather ourselves sometimes when we get this kind of success. But I do feel that there's definitely a lot of back and forth with this connection, a lot of hot and cold, which is normal. It's typical. I'm feeling a lot of shadow aspects coming up here. There's some darkness that has appeared to you. But look here in this depiction, you see how the light is overtaking the dark here? So I do feel like you are kind of returning to that work, and you've kind of been balancing that out. So that's actually a really, really good thing. Of course, we got apple and orange, right? But I do feel definitely some abundance coming, absolutely, from whatever's happening right now, okay? So just continue doing the work, because it is paying off. You are seeing success. And because of that, your twin is seeing success, okay? I do feel that your twin is going through a purge right now, though. I do feel there are some complications happening right now, particularly with a karmic situation. But with this green here, it's telling me it's like his heart chakra is opening up. Okay, so whatever work you've been doing has been helping. Okay, so I do feel a big purge. Some inner child wounds probably stay coming up if they have not hit already. And it's going back and forth. Okay, and I've mentioned this before in my readings, where sometimes when you do inner child work, sometimes you actually get your twin's inner child stuff. That's happened to me. It's really weird, because I'm like, okay, this is not something I've been through. This is not my memory. But it kind of helps you understand them a little bit more. And it kind of helps you have more compassion for them. So it's actually a blessing, really. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I do feel that you've really been trying to free yourself from a toxic situation. And I feel like you've made really big strides here. Okay, but I do still feel that your twin is still embroiled in this as well. Okay, so there's some sort of toxic situation that both of you are in right now, and you're mirroring. Okay, you're always mirroring. All right, but I feel like you are really manifesting the ending of this cycle, whatever this cycle is. Okay, and I'm feeling something to do possibly with abuse. There's some sort of abuse here, possibly mental and emotional abuse. Okay, this could be for you, this could be for your twin, but that's what I'm getting, is a cycle of mental and emotional abuse and guilt and codependency, big one. So yeah, I feel like you've been trying to work on that. So keep going, whatever you're doing, keep going. And like I said, there may be a tower coming, okay? But don't fear the towers. You're not alone. We all apparently have towers coming, okay? It's okay. All it's going to do is help clear away the things that need to go because you know, you've been feeling kind of, it's like you've been working and you've been seeing success, but you're still feeling kind of stuck. You know, it's like not enough, right? It's never enough, right? So, but don't fear the towers because all it's going to do is really help you see the light here, okay? It's really going to kind of clear the air. All right. And then once that happens, it's going to help you move forward even more and get out of this Three of Swords energy. Okay. Now, as far as this goes, I don't particularly feel that you're necessarily in sorrow at this time. I feel it's more of an aha moment that has made you look at your past going, oh my God. How many times have I repeated this same cycle over and over and over again? So I wouldn't say it's necessarily sorrow. I feel like it's more of a realization that has kind of helped you figure some stuff out, that has helped you overcome this heartache that you have felt in the past. It's almost like something has recently happened that just triggered you to think, oh my God, this is something I've been doing over and over and over again. And while this used to make me feel like this, it doesn't make me feel like this anymore. It just makes me want to get out. It makes me want to move, right? So that being said, I feel like your twin right now is kind of going through the same thing. Again, mirroring. You're mirroring big time. Your twin right now is kind of in a sorrowful state, though. I will say that, okay? But they are recognizing this cycle. And it's making them want to get out. However, at the same time, he's kind of got his guard up, okay? He wants to move, he's got his guard up, okay? So hot and cold, touch and go, that sort of thing. So any sort of communication that you received may be very guarded communication, okay? May be very triggering communication to you because you know your counterpart's being guarded. You know your counterpart's not telling you the full truth about what's going on with them, what's going on within, okay? And divine masculines, they take a long time to accept the spiritual aspect of things. Like dreams, telepathy, that sort of thing takes them a long time to admit that crap. You know why? Because they're programmed from an early age to basically believe that the only thing that exists is the 3D world. And we all know that's not true, right? So what this is creating is a sense of anxiety within your twin right now. Okay, so it's kind of going back and forth between the spiritual aspect and the ego and trying to balance that out. And he feels like the world's against him right now. And it's not. If anything, the universe is trying to help him, but he doesn't see that right now. Okay? He feels literally torn in two. Okay? So, you may be actually feeling this. You may be actually feeling this anxiety coming from him. It could be you, but I feel like it's mostly coming from him. Okay? He just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. And he's feeling incredibly emotional about it and wants to tell you about this, but he's holding things very close to his chest right now. Now, I do feel he will be trying to come in with some sort of offer here. Okay, keep that in mind. It may not be the offer you expect or want. So remember to release those expectations, okay? But I do feel he wants to come in and explain to you how he's been feeling because he's been very, very emotional. Very, very emotional. And there's definitely been an uneven exchange with you too. I feel like he feels like you've given so much to him and all he's done is taken from you and taken from you and taken from you. When in reality, those in his karmic situation are taking from him, taking from him, taking from him. So he's repeating that cycle with you and he doesn't want to do that anymore. Okay? So if he's being quiet right now, that's why. Okay? Because he's trying to figure out what he needs to do next and how he cannot do that in the future. Okay? These cycles, man, they need to end. All right, let's get some messages from your counterpart for you. All right, let's get some advice from Source. What does Suzanne need to work on? No, too many. Again, I ask for one and I get 3. I don't understand. Stop playing with me, man. Really? All right, I want 2 more. Thank you. That's 1 and 2. There we go. All right. Okay, you're also being called into mission now. Okay? Be thankful for your gifts. I feel like you kind of dismissed your gifts. You think they're not good enough. You think they're not up to par. Self-worth issue. You stop. Stop with that. Everybody has different gifts, okay? Not everybody's going to have the exact same gift. If we did, that would be completely pointless, right? So don't compare your gifts to someone else. So I do feel definitely want to go through and do some past life karma clearing, possibly, because this cycle that I've been talking about has not only been repeated in this life, but it's been repeated over many, many lives. Okay, and this seems to be a theme with the collective right now. So much past life stuff is coming up now. It's like we're all working on the current life stuff, and we've all kind of made breakthroughs with that. So now it's like the universe is throwing the past life stuff at us now. And it's like, okay, well, you did that so well. Let's see how you handle this. Like, okay, no problem. And I do feel your spirit team's definitely trying to connect with you, okay? Definitely want to open up that heart chakra and your head chakra. Big time. Okay, because you'll be getting more and more downloads as you ascend. And I do feel you're kind of going through an ascension right now. Whatever this latest trigger was, it's definitely triggered an ascension for you. It's ascension season, guys. Bring it on, right? So definitely continue with your healing. I think you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And once you see that success, you know, it kind of gets addictive and you kind of want to do more and more and more. Kind of like manifesting, right? Once you manifest, it becomes really, really easy. And you're like, oh, this is all I want to do. Right? All right. So I hope that helped. Thank you so much. What am I missing here? Is everything going slow motion? Slow motion? No. Not with my twin. More like it's just really, really intense. Definitely can't look him in the eye. That's something that I've never been able to do. It's really weird. And I'm not that way. I'm an eye contact kind of person. So when I talk to you, I look you right in the eye. I can't do that with him. PayPal and Cash App are resisting you. What do you mean? How much is a reading? You mean like an in-depth reading? I'm not sure which reading you're asking about. I'm sorry. Trust me, he has the same problem. Oh, okay. Okay. It depends. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm going to be discontinuing the PDF readings at the end of this month. So if you want to book a PDF reading, an in-depth is $44.44. Video version is $66.66. But after the end of the month, I will not be doing the PDF readings anymore. Okay, I'll only be doing video readings. And eventually, Eventually, I will only be doing live readings. Once I get that set up, you'll be able to actually book a live time with me on Zoom or Skype to do an actual like in-person reading because I feel like it's easier to connect when we do it live. Yeah, girl. Suzanne, yes, absolutely. Me too. Like just completely came steamrolling in and then gone. Like, all right. I'm glad it helped. If you book it, sure. Yeah, I like doing the video readings. The only reason I don't do them, I wasn't doing them more until recently was because I only do them during certain days of the week because of my schedule. All right. So next on the list, we've got Hapri. Is Hapri in the chat? Oh, thank you, Summer. I appreciate that. Yeah, Tatiana, same thing. Oh my God. No, okay, so here's the thing. My Divine Masculine and I never talked more than like a day at a time. We would talk for like a day and then stop. And then talk for a day and then stop. We talked for like a week and a half and then stop. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. It's like, I give up. It's time to focus on me again. You want to book a live reading? Okay. Tell you what. Send me an email and we will work it out. Okay? It'll have to be, like I said, I'm going to be out of town. And I don't know how this is going to work with my collectives. I'm going to try to do a collective every day if I can. But I'm basically going to be out of town Thanksgiving, Friday, and Saturday. So we can figure it out, though. We'll work it out. He blocked you. Mine's never blocked me. Mine won't block me. Yes, he knows he's my twin. To be honest, I think he knew before I did. I'll let him tell me I'm wrong. No. Yeah, it's really intense. Like, I got to the point where I couldn't even be in the same room with him by myself. It's really freaky. All right, Preet's not showing up, but I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for Preet. See what we got here. Yeah. Wow, guys. Okay. So, Preet, I do feel that you also are having issues seeing the beauty in your journey. You feel nothing but pain right now. Really need to release some resentment. I feel a lot of resentment happening right now. You feel like everything around you is just your enemy, and it's not. A lot of this definitely has to do with inner child stuff is coming up. It's almost like you're just not recognizing the good things you have in your life right now. This is Dark Night of the Soul energy. And I feel like both you and your twin are in this energy too. Man, it seems to be Ascension season, Dark Night of the Soul season. Some serious stuff going on right now, guys. Thank you, Ruth Ann. I appreciate that. So really need to get back to basics with your healing because it's, thank you, River. It's really imperative that you keep your vibration high, and I feel like your vibration is really, really low. And what this is doing is it's preventing your twin from being able to feel you or seek you out in the 5D. Okay? And 5D communication can be incredibly, incredibly healing and comforting for twins, okay? So really need to get that vibration high. Yeah, definitely dealing with self-worth issues right now. I feel like you are a people pleaser. You are a serious people pleaser. And when people push you around and take advantage of you, you internalize that into self-hate. And that needs to stop. Okay? That really needs to stop. Really need to open up that heart chakra, okay? Because I feel like you're really, really guarded right now because you're so afraid of the pain. But what's happening here is it's trying to force you to purge because there is a lot. There is a lot here. Okay? As far as inner child wounds and past life karma, absolutely. But I feel like specifically inner child wounds here. I feel like you both have been programmed from a very, very, very early age that you cannot be yourself. You cannot be yourself. And so what this has done is this has created an illusion in your connection that you cannot be together, that you cannot be whole within yourself, that you can't do the things that would make you happy because it would disappoint someone else. And I feel like something is coming for you to help shatter that illusion. Now, I hate to say, but I feel like the universe is about to kick you while you're down. Okay? But keep in mind, it's not doing it to you. It's doing it for you. It's trying to wake you up out of this illusion because there's a serious illusion going on with your connection right now, okay? Oh, hi, Ruth Ann. Okay, so these are prepaid mini readings, but I plan on doing another one next weekend. So if you want me to add you to the list, I see where you paid. You want to go ahead and send me an email, divinepisces222@gmail.com, and I'll put you on the list for next time, okay? All right, let's take a look at Harpreet's connection. What's going on with that? Yeah, Anna, if you want a mini reading, that's fine. I'm focusing on ones who've already paid today, but same as I said with Ruth Ann. If you want to prepay for a mini reading for next time, you can do that. It's $5. It's paypal.me/DivinePisces222. Okay. Yeah, Summer, you can. I see where you paid. I think. Hang on. Yeah, you want to just send me an email though, okay? Because I don't keep track of the super chats and they go so fast. So if you sent me a super chat and you would like to be put on the list for a mini reading for next time, just go ahead and send me an email, okay? All right, so Harpreet, yeah, I do feel a big trigger is coming for you, okay? For the connection itself, I feel this is for both of you, okay? Because remember, you trigger each other, all right? So if you're triggered, your counterpart's going to be triggered too, okay? But I do feel also a lot of sexual energy with this connection, okay? And it's probably very frustrating for you, for him too, honestly. But there's something holding you back. And I do feel it has to do with money, has to do with material gain, possibly a codependent cycle. I feel like both of you are in situations right now where you just feel like you cannot leave. And that's where this illusion is coming from. This is a big illusion. And this is a past life thing too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like in a past life, you were both, you were in love, but you couldn't marry. Something happened and you were forbidden to be together. I feel like one of you got married and the other one did not. And it probably ended horribly. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. So I would do some past life regression on that. Okay. But definitely feel like definitely need to walk away from something. Absolutely. And I feel like you are starting to recognize this. I do feel that. I do feel like you're starting to recognize you need to walk away from something because it's for your highest good. Okay? And so that being said, your twin, I don't feel your twin is recognizing it right now, but I do feel that this next trigger, this next tower, will shed a lot of light on their situation and what they're going through and what they need to do next. Okay? Because the ending of cycles is coming. Okay? Be prepared. And it could be, like I said, what this trigger is about, this whole self-worth thing, this whole guilt, betrayal, rejection, that sort of thing that's coming through, it's going to help clear that out. Okay? So be prepared for that because the ending is coming, okay? And both of you are feeling very sorrowful, very regretful, very unhinged about this particular situation. Just a lot of sorrow here. And I'm starting to actually get really emotional with this, okay? But this tower that's coming is going to be a good thing for the connection, okay? It's going to help the connection grow. It's going to illuminate that light within both of you, okay, in order to move you forward, all right? So that you can stop with the deception. You can stop with the sneaking around. You can stop with dancing around the truth or dancing around what you need to do, and you can just do it without fear, right? Without judgment, okay? So whatever this karmic situation is, it's a pretty heavy one, all right? But just keep yourself grounded, all right? There is a lot of inner conflict going on with both of you. Both of you, okay? It's not just you. You're both being triggered right now. Big time, okay? Really need to balance yourself out right now, okay? Ask spirit for guidance, for help. Ask your spirit team to help guide you in the right direction. That's what they're for, okay? You're not in this alone, all right? You're not in this alone at all, all right? Let's get some messages from your counterpart. Okay, Laura, yeah, you're reading, I think it's in the middle, but oh yeah, yep. Feels the connection, big time. Definitely crying out for help, probably in the 5D right now. A lot of anxiety right now, a lot of depression, a lot of fear. Yep. All right, let's see. What does Haprit need to know? You're being called into mission too. But yeah, this is also calling attention to past lives here and also inner child work. So definitely need to really hunker down on the inner child work if you haven't done it yet. Okay, and I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads, or you may be getting a lot of downloads, or maybe a lot of dreams about past lives and maybe visions of childhood wounds. You may actually be getting visions from your counterpart on their wounds, okay? So keep that in mind. There's a lot of purging that's going to be happening. If it hasn't happened yet, you're probably knee deep in it right now, but there is a lot of purging to come, okay? But just keep in mind, you are connected to spirit, okay? You are not alone. This is all a process. Just let it flow. Let it flow, okay? And I definitely recommend some heart chakra work for you as well, okay? Purge that stuff, man. You can't let that sit in there. All it's going to do is eat you alive, okay? I want to up your protection game, too. Seems to be a theme, too. Okay? All right, I hope that helped. Let's see, who we got next? All right, I've got Orla. Orla, are you in the chat? Yes, confessions of divine masculine. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Yes, it's financial freedom. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I started doing the pop up mini reads, because I'm trying to manifest that my out. So I appreciate you guys helping me out with that. Yeah, I don't give any energy to my karmic either. Like, he's constantly trying to pull me back, but there's no fixing it. And he knows that. Oh, I know I will. No, especially narcissists, man. They can't stand being ignored. If you don't give them any energy, they can't stand it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the clear path when you're energetically connected. And keep in mind, my karmic partner, my husband, is actually a soulmate. Yeah. Yeah, I have a daughter with my karmic. So all right. Orla. I guess Orla's not here. I guess I'll go ahead and do Orla's reading. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Orla's in purge mode right now. No, Jessica, you didn't miss yours. All right. Orla is in purge mode right now. Okay. So I feel like there definitely was a recent encounter with someone who triggered some sort of emotional response in you. Someone from your past. I'm family member or someone related to a family member that has triggered a deep, deep child wound to open. And I feel like you weren't expecting it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ruthann. Just send me an email, okay? And I'll put you on the list for next time, I promise. I feel... Yeah, this one, this feels really painful to me. I'm getting a, almost like I feel like I'm going to get choked up here. And I really don't want to say what it is, because this is not a private reading. But I feel like this is something that's very, very deep for you, okay? And I feel like it's causing you to really go within and understand yourself some more, okay? Whatever this experience was that hurt you as a child, it's helping you to gain understanding now, okay? So it's not for nothing. There's no need to have any sorrow, and there's absolutely no reason to be guilty, feel guilty at all. Do not put that on yourself. No reason to feel guilty, okay? But I feel like you know that, okay? Even if you're beating yourself up now, which you shouldn't be, I feel like you're understanding now that this was not your fault. This was not your fault, okay? And yeah. It's helping you to reach conclusions within yourself and to really expand your spiritual understanding of yourself. and of your connection. Okay. And I feel like this has brought you back really, really far. Really, really far. And it's almost like when this, whatever this was, happened, it made you feel like your life was over. Right? But there's still an empty page that needs to be written here, okay? So it's almost like it's brought up this whole dynamic. It's almost like everything just came flooding you at once. So definitely sending you love and light right now, because you probably need it, but you really need to turn in on yourself and stop beating yourself up for whatever this was, okay? You need to release it. All right. So let's take a look at your connection. Wow. 4 of Wands right out of the gate. Bam. All right. So whatever this was that triggered you has also triggered your twin. I feel like it's triggered your twin to almost like back to the catalyst moment, I'm feeling, and there's a tower associated with that. There's a tower associated with that, okay? So you're mirroring right now. All right? So keep yourself grounded, okay, while you're going through this purge mode, because your counterpart can feel it. Your counterpart can feel it when you're triggered, okay? And then they get triggered. All right? It goes back and forth. But I do find it interesting that you got the 4 of Wands right out of the gate. That tells me that you're definitely A, you're mirroring, okay? And B, that you're actually, at least you are not only consciously aware, but your twin, though maybe not fully aware of the connection, is giving energy to the connection. Okay? And manifesting the connection. So yeah, that's really good. So both of you, I feel, are manifesting the connection here. And I feel like you've been trying to really manifest things in your life, but I feel like you may have been focusing a little too much on the connection itself. And actually, what this trigger that recently happened may have actually been there to draw your attention from the connection back to yourself and your situation. Okay? So I'm definitely sensing third party here. All right? It doesn't have to be a person, but I do feel a third party here. I'm getting parents. I'm getting something to do with parents. Okay? There's some sort of interference by parents. Okay? Which has a lot of influence on both of you. And there's a lot of sorrow here. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of regret because of this. It's like, well, yeah, I've got 3 cups here, but I really want this one. Right? I should be fulfilled with what I have, but I really want this. Right? So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I can't, I can't be happy with this, even though I've been told I should be happy with this. I want this. So both of you want that Ace of Cups. Both of you. Okay? It's like you've been told over and over again, you should be happy, you should be happy, you should be happy. But you're not happy. And you feel guilty for not being happy. So let's put you in hermit. Both of you are in hermit mode. Trying to figure this out, trying to sort out the guilt, trying to sort out the anger and the pain. Okay? Now, I feel like this is an interesting depiction of the hermit, because usually we see the hermit like in darkness, and usually there's not a lot telling us about the background here, but this almost is like the fool. You know, the fool is always on a precipice. It's almost like the hermit is the fool. Okay? So something is guiding you towards a leap of faith here. Okay, so embrace the hermit mode, man. Embrace the hermit mode because it is showing you the way to your happiness, to your ultimate happiness, and planting the seeds for the future here. Okay, not just future in this life, but maybe possibly future lives. Okay, I know a lot of people say this is our last incarnation if you're supposed to be with your twin and whatnot. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I do feel that third eye definitely opening up for you, and whatever this catalyst was, whatever this was that triggered you, is actually helping you to ascend. So you may actually be going through an ascension right now as well. Okay? Clear. All right. Yeah, really heavy energies on that read. I'm not going to lie. Let's get some messages from Orla's twin. Yeah, towers are good, guys. They don't feel good at the time. Okay. All right, let's get some advice for Orla. Let's do it this way. Oh, yes. I love this card. Trust in the plan. Trust in the plan. Have faith. Everything's going to be fine. You are protected. You are guided. Okay? So don't let this trigger defeat you. Nothing can defeat you, right? Guard yourself from any dark entities that are dark energies that may be surrounding you right now. I do feel a dark night of the soul big time right now. Okay? So need to really ground yourself, keep yourself protected. You can protect yourself every single day. I do it every morning when I wake up and every time I go to bed. All right? And just know that your knowledge is expanding, okay, as far as spirituality goes. You are ascending right now, okay? It may not seem like it. It may seem incredibly scary. All of these things that are coming to the surface here, right? But this all has a purpose, okay? All of it has a purpose, right? So just what? Trust in the plan, okay? All right, Orla, hope that helped. All right, who's next? Anutama. I hope I'm saying that right. Mama boy. Let's be honest, most divine masculines are mama's boys. Well, that's awesome. He told you he loved you. You broke open a can on yourself? What? Yeah, there's a lot of push and pull. Yep. Oh, see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so as of right now, here's who I have left, okay, for this particular live. I've got Anutama, which I'm about to do, Sarah P, Salome, Tatiana, Jessica L, Mary Ann, Laura, Kioholani, Lisbeth, Zelia, Star Liz, Keiki, and Mika. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. So glad. All right, I just read the list out, so hopefully that'll help. All right. I'm going to try to get through them all if I can. I can't guarantee it, but I am going to try. Okay? If I can, it'll just be on the docket for next time, and I apologize. Probably not, Caitlin. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the docket for tonight, but I plan on making this a weekly thing. So just hang tight and I will get to you eventually, okay? All right, Anutama, are you here? I guess not. Go ahead and do your reading. Okay, all right. All right, Anutama, I feel like you're feeling very alone right now. You're definitely not, but you feel very alone. I feel like you can't talk to anybody about what's happening with you. I feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening big time, and you feel like you're crazy, and you can't talk to anybody about it because you feel like they're gonna judge you. You're not crazy, first off, okay? So take heart in that. I guess we're all crazy if we're all here, right? At least you're not alone. But no, really, like this journey does make you feel crazy because things start making sense, things start lining up, things start happening to you and for you, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm completely losing my mind. But no, you're not. You're not losing your mind. Everything's gonna be fine. And I feel like your twin also feels this way. Your twin feels very alone right now. And your twin actually may be reaching out to you in the 5D for help, okay? So you may actually be getting this by way of dreams. I'm getting dreams. Possibly song messages as well. But I feel like you are learning and understanding a brand new loyalty to yourself right now. It's like you feel like you're crazy, so you didn't trust yourself, right? But I feel like you're starting to understand that you're not crazy. Now, me just telling you that probably is helping you with validation, but I do feel that you are learning to be more loyal to yourself right now, and that's good. Loyal to your own intentions, loyal to your expectations of yourself and whatnot. All right? And as you do that, your twin does that too. Okay? And I feel like your twin feels very conflicted right now and really isn't sure what to do. So definitely need to raise your vibration because I feel like you're trying to reach out to you and they can't, or they feel like they can't, or they can't reach you. Okay? And yeah, definitely going through a spiritual awakening right now. Okay? So don't fear it. It is what it is, all right? But you might get some really strange occurrences, okay? Like dreams, like really vivid dreams. And I'm talking dreams that don't feel like dreams, okay? Because they're probably not, okay? It's astral travel. Also, some really crazy synchronicities. You may get emotions out of nowhere that you're not even quite sure if they are yours, okay? So just hang tight and make sure that you're keeping yourself grounded because I feel like you don't really know what to do. It's like you're not really quite sure what to do with the spiritual awakening, but the main thing to do is to keep yourself grounded, okay? And to open yourself up to spirit team that's trying to guide you, because your spirit team will let you know what you need to do, okay? All right, let's take a look at your connection. All right. All right, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, you are finding strength. You are finding loyalty within yourself right now, okay? And that's what this is for. That's what whatever triggered you into this awakening, that's what this was for, is to help you see who you truly are and to help basically bring you into that inner strength and also for your twin as well, okay? So I feel like you're recently awakened. Both you and your twin are recently awakened. All right. And that third eye is definitely opening up. So you may want to, as I've been telling everybody, up your protection game, okay? Because sometimes it can be hard, especially when you're first starting out, when you're first awakened, to differentiate between what is intuition and what is ego, okay? But I definitely feel like, you know, you're kind of going through an emotional battle right now. It kind of feels like you can't keep control of your emotions. I feel like you're walking like you're a ticking time bomb right now. It's like every little thing triggers you and makes you feel like you want to cry. Okay? It's okay. That's what purging does. All right? Just as long as you purge it and release it and stop dwelling on it, things will move forward. Okay? You just don't want to sit there and dwell on why you're triggered or the fact that you are triggered or whatever. And it may actually be because you weren't recognizing the triggers. You didn't know what it was. You were just going through an awakening and you're like, oh my God, what is happening to me? I'm having an emotional breakdown. No, not really. You're going through a spiritual awakening, really. All right. I went through the same thing. I thought I was going through an emotional breakdown. Nope. Spirit was like, no. I've got bigger plans for you. I'm like, all right. But what this is doing is it's actually moving you forward because you've been stagnant for a long time. You've been repeating cycles over and over and over again. And Spirit finally said, you know what? It's time to wake you up. Wake up. All right. So just make sure that you're working on mainly inner child issues and keep your head on straight. I know it's really hard to do, especially when you're super, super emotional. Okay. But emotional intelligence is a thing and you will gain it. You will gain it. Okay. All is not lost. We've all been through this. We've all been through this. Okay. Some of us have been through this multiple times. Okay. But it's okay. You're not alone here. Okay. So don't feel alone. Please don't. You're definitely not. All right. Boom. High Priestess. So if you had any questions about your connection, about whether you are a divine feminine, that's your answer right there. Okay. You are a divine feminine. You are going through spiritual awakening. Okay. Your third eye is opening up. And that may be why you feel super emotional. Maybe why you feel like you're crazy, because you're feeling things and you're seeing things that didn't make sense, and now it's all starting to make sense, and it's like blowing your mind. It's blowing your mind. Okay. All right. So try not to overthink. All right. Spirit's trying to come in and guide this for you. Okay. Listen to Spirit trying to communicate with you. Spirit is trying to communicate with you, trying to bring you knowledge here. Okay. So open up that third eye. Let it come. Just let it come. Okay. And if you can't interpret it right now, that's okay. Just let the messages come. You will interpret them eventually. Okay. You'll be sitting there and all of a sudden something will trigger you. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I know exactly what that meant. And it's just, trust me, it happens to me all the time. Okay. But I do feel there's a karmic cycle. Absolutely. There's a karmic situation here that needs to be ended for both of you. Definitely has to do with money. I'm getting a karmic partner. Somebody has a karmic partner. I'm not sure if it's you or them at this point, but somebody has a karmic partner. And I feel like it's very, very stable financially, but emotionally, completely devoid of emotion. There's absolutely no love here. There's no love here at all. It's almost like an obligation. Yeah, I feel like it's an obligation, a codependent cycle, definitely having to do with money. Okay. And that definitely needs to end. And there is a decision that needs to be made regarding this. And I feel like this has been in the works for a while. You've been kind of contemplating this for a while, or they have, and it could be both of you trying to figure out what to do here. But see this cord here? The key in the middle? Spiritual awakening. Both of you are going through a spiritual awakening right now. And there is a decision that needs to be made. Okay? That's been kept under wraps for a long time. Okay? And the triggers are going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. Not trying to scare you. It just is what it is. Okay? Hi, Kathy. I am doing my backlog right now from last time, but I am going to probably do this again next weekend. So if you want to get in for a mini read, you can. Just make sure, if you pay through PayPal, it's fine. I can get those. Just make sure you put your name in the little notes section for PayPal so I know who you are. So I don't miss you, okay? All right, so messages from your counterpart. All right, let's get some messages and advice. Anutama, I believe that's who am I on? Yes. Help me. All right, yeah, look at that, spiritual awakening, boom. So again, if you weren't sure if you were divine feminine, you are divine feminine, okay? And you're going through an awakening right now. This is good news. It's good news, okay? Just really need to work on that third eye and open up that heart chakra because there's a lot of wounds here that need to be purged, okay? And your spirit team can help you do this. Just make sure you're reaching out to them, okay? You're not alone at all whatsoever, okay? You're being guided. You're being protected. Call on your angels. Call on your spirit team if you need help getting inner child wounds here too, okay? So just keep at your healing, all right? Everything will start to make sense eventually. You're not crazy, okay? All right. Let's see. All right, Sarah P. Sarah P. Sarah P. Sorry. Clear. Sarah P., are you here? Sarah P. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Glad to see you. Sarah P. All right, I guess she's not here either. So let's go ahead and do hers. And then after Sarah, I've got Salome, Tatiana, Jessica L, Marianne, Laura, Kioholani, Lisbeth, Celia, Star Liz, Keiki, and Mika. And that's on the docket for today. Hopefully I can get through them all. We're getting there. We're getting there. If not, I may have to do it again later. I'm so sorry, guys. I can only do so many at once. All right, let's do Sarah P. Okay. All right, Sarah P. I do feel like there are a lot of illusions in your connection right now. A lot of deception, a lot of darkness coming up. But I do also feel a lot of things are being illuminated for you. I feel like there maybe recently received some information regarding your connection that has brought about some inner child stuff. Definitely feel like it's an inner knowing, though. There may have been something that recently validated something you already knew. The universe always contrives to find a way to validate us. I'm telling you. Okay? So something's definitely come to light here that's recently triggered you. And I feel like you feel off balance right now. You feel like really just out of sorts. Not really quite sure which way to go. You kind of feel like you're losing yourself a little bit. Definitely would recommend some grounding for you. Yeah, I feel like almost a stubbornness coming in here, almost a stubbornness to see the truth that has come to light here. But at the same time, it's triggered you. It's like you don't want to fully acknowledge what this is, for fear that it's really going to throw you for a loop. And I definitely feel some inner child things coming up here, some self-worth issues coming up here, insecurities, almost a loss of identity. I feel like you don't really know who you are anymore because of this. A lot of doubt coming up, a lot of fear, a lot of anger with yourself, a lot of guilt with yourself right now for some reason, resentment. Definitely want to clear that out. Getting root chakra here. I'm going to do root chakra. Yeah, ground yourself, root chakra. Excuse me. All right, well, that's interesting. All right, let's take a look at your connection. Actually, these. Yeah, the 3D is definitely illusion. All right, let's see. Sarah P. What's going on with your connection? Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. There it is. Boom. So, yeah, there's definitely something that's triggered you here. And you're absolutely terrified of it. It's really thrown you for a loop, okay? So much self-guilt here. You're beating yourself up about something. You feel very betrayed. This information, whatever it was, is making you feel betrayed. I don't know if this is from your twin, but it could have something to do with your twin. I don't feel it's fully your twin, though. I feel like there's something else here. You feel very, very betrayed right now. And actually, your twin's also feeling this way. I feel like whatever information this was is from a mutual friend. There's something about a mutual person between you two that's making you both feel very betrayed right now. And there's a lot of regret, a lot of remorse here surrounding the connection itself. Okay. So this could be past life stuff, but I feel like this is related to whatever this recent trigger was. Okay. And it's bringing about a change of focus. That's what it's trying to do anyway. Because I feel like for a long time, both of you have been blinding yourself to whatever this illusion was, whatever this was that came to light. You both are guilty of it. Well, I don't want to say guilty, but you both have been doing this. You've both been kind of blinding yourself to the truth. And now that the truth has come out, it's really, really, really thrown you for a loop. It's not funny. Sorry. It's just that there's something to do with a parental figure. I'm getting a father figure. There's definitely a lot of purging happening right now, or at least is trying to happen. And I feel like you're trying to close yourself off from that purging because you don't want to feel it. You need to release that, okay? The towers serve a purpose. You can't just repress the tower. Tower comes down, it comes down. You can't hold it up with stilts, okay? You just can't. All right? And I feel like, again, whatever this was validating your self-knowing. It's something you already knew. and you were hoping was not true. Okay? And now that you found out it's true, both of you found out whatever this is true, both of you are in this energy right now. You're both feeling incredibly triggered, incredibly overburdened by this. Okay? And you, it's like, you know, when we get validated, it usually makes us happy because we're like, oh yeah, my third eye is on. But you're almost cursing your third eye right now. You're just cursing yourself. You feel, I don't know why you're beating yourself up about this, but you are. You're definitely beating yourself up about it. And so is your twin. You're mirroring right now. Look at that. You're mirroring. Okay? But yeah, there's definitely some truth that just came to light here. And both of you have been afraid of this. Whatever this is, you're both afraid of it. You're both absolutely terrified of it. Now that it's come to light, you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to handle this trigger. I don't know how to handle this trigger at all. So, but I do feel what it's doing here is it is supposed to be pushing you towards something. And it could be your mission. Whatever this was, I feel is supposed to spark some creative fire in you. Okay. So I definitely would go with it. I know it's really hard to see the light right now, but you're being shown a path here. You're being shown something. So definitely would pay attention to that because this is pretty massive, whatever it was. If you want a mini reading for next time, you can send it on PayPal. It's paypal.me/Divine Pisces 222. The docket is full for tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and start taking advanced readings for next time, which will probably be sometime next weekend after the holiday. Okay. All right. So messages from your counterpart. All right, let's get some advice. Wow. Yep. Boom. Mission. Oh, there's that validation for me. So yeah, mission. You're being called to mission right now. That's what this trigger is about. Okay? So if you're not sure what your mission is, go within. You'll be shown the way, I promise, all right? You are definitely going through dark night of the soul big time. Whatever this was has hit you really hard, okay? And it's okay. You're going to be fine. You'll come out of it. Just keep yourself grounded. Keep that vibration high. Your mission will actually help you with this because your mission is supposed to be something that makes you happy and it helps somebody else. That raises your vibration. It also gets your mind off your divine masculine or your counterpart. Okay? Yeah. And definitely need to purge, need to heal. I'm getting throat chakra, head chakra here, heart chakra, root chakra. Okay? Might as well do them all, let's be honest. All right, so it might be time to up your healing game. Okay? I hope that helped. Yeah, mission is super fun. I love what I do. All right. Salome. Salome, are you here? I saw you here earlier. Clear. I know a couple people have dipped out, and that's cool. Let's see. Salome. Let's see here. All right, so after Salome, I've got Tatiana, Jessica L, Marianne, Laura, Teal Halani, Elizabeth, Zelia, Star Liz, Keiki, and Mika. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do Salome's. Oh, wow. Okay. So Salome's feeling kind of trapped by some illusions here. Feel like a lot of self-illusion here. Possibly self-expectations. Expectations that could not be fulfilled. Feeling just like can't move. Actually, I feel like you're kind of trapped. You feel trapped by the connection itself. I feel like you don't want to be tied to this person at all. And that's making you feel really anxious and scared. And so, you know, there's definitely an illusion here, almost a self-made illusion. Like you're trying to confirm if you're a twin flame so that you can move on. I feel a lot of darkness with this connection, a lot of betrayal, deception, fear with this connection. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of stuck in a toxic loop with yourself right now. And meeting this person has really kind of shattered some illusions around you, and it scared you. It triggered you, right? To where you feel like you need to run away. You don't want to be here. So I almost feel like this is a runner-chaser dynamic, and you're the runner. I feel like you're the runner right now. And that is interesting. So that being said, I feel like you really, really, yeah, you feel trapped, but you want to run, and you feel like you can't. That's interesting. All right, well, let's take a look at your connection, because I feel like your twin's actually feeling really anxious. And yeah, very scared. Both of you very scared right now. Oh, thanks, LJ. Appreciate you. Have a good night. All right. All right, let's see what's going on. Connection. Oh, yay, Nikki's here. Good, I think I lost Daniela. I've been going for like an hour and a half. Oh, God. No, too many. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like you have been definitely working on your abundance, Salome. I feel like you feel very, very guarded about this too. I almost feel like you recognize some sort of codependent behavior in your twin right now, and that's what's making you run. I feel like I feel like for a long time in your life, you felt like people have taken advantage of you. And I feel like this is a codependent cycle within your connection as well. And that's why you're running. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to share. You don't want to share. And so with this trigger, you're definitely extremely guarded right now. I feel like your twin definitely feels this. Your twin feels like you're rejecting them. Okay. I feel a lot of rejection definitely coming. Oh, hi, Star Liz. Yeah, I got you. You're on the list. I got to resituate my legs because my legs are not, they're just not okay. They're just not okay. Okay. So yeah, you feel incredibly guarded because of this trigger. And look, you're mirroring. See? Look at that. You're mirroring. You're both guarded. You're both triggered right now. Okay? And I feel like your twin feels kind of guilty. I feel like your twin maybe was coming after you for money. And maybe you gave it to them. And then something happened that made you feel like you needed to run. Because this person was taking from you. And I feel like you pulling away, you wanting to run, you and that runner dynamic triggered your twin. Okay? And your twin is lost. Your twin doesn't know what to do now. Twin feels scared. Okay? But you got to do what you got to do. You got to set boundaries. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you can't set boundaries, right? If you felt like you needed to set your boundaries with your twin because it was for your highest good, there's absolutely no judgment here. Absolutely none. Okay? So I don't want you shouldn't feel guilty about that whatsoever. But I feel like you kind of do. I think setting boundaries with our counterparts is like one of the hardest things you can do because they are you, right? And so it's kind of hard to deny yourself something. But I do feel your twin feels very, very lost right now and doesn't really know what to do. And this should actually be upside down. Okay? Because they feel like you abandoned them. Okay? And this has triggered an emotional response. This has triggered the runner-chaser dynamic. Okay? Now, I do feel your twin definitely has a decision that needs to be made on their end right now. And so that's part of the reason they're guarded, because they're not really quite sure what to do. I feel like they need to make a move forward for their own abundance here. And you pulling away is triggering them to do that. Okay? You pulling away is triggering their action, their need to move. Okay? I also feel a lot of sexual energy with this particular connection too. Okay? Well, that's across the board, but yeah. So definitely being triggered to move. Both of you, like I said, you're wanting to run and they're being triggered to do something for their highest good, to break a cycle and to work on their own abundance so they don't have to be codependent. Okay? And they're strategizing right now. They're trying to figure all of this out. Now, I do find it interesting that with the King of Wands here, we've got the Two of Wands, and then we've got the Flame in the middle. So really, it's almost like we got the Three of Wands. Okay? So King of Wands here is trying to strategize, trying to figure out the Two of Wands, trying to figure out what to do to move forward with the Ace of Wands, and boom, we've got the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. Okay? So it's all coming together. It's all coming together. They're trying to strategize how to move forward. Okay? And I do feel both of you are feeling this connection very, very strong. I feel like you're very much, you don't want to be tied to this person, but I feel like you already knew. You didn't need validation, really. You already knew. And you've been kind of bearing that. You've been bearing that truth. And it's been a hard one. It's been a hard one for you to swallow. Okay? But there it is. So movement definitely coming with your counterpart. And movement coming for you. Absolutely. Okay? All right. Let's get some messages from your counterpart. All right. Yeah. Look at that. You're running. All right. Let's get some advice. All right. So definitely getting throat chakra for you. Definitely would recommend a throat chakra clearing here because I feel like you've been in your head about this and you're afraid to actually tell the truth to your counterpart, so you just ran. You may have ghosted. Okay. So that being said, definitely would up your clearings. I definitely would reach out to your spirit team as well. And I feel like you're a healer. I feel like you're a healer, so that may be actually what your mission is. All right. And actually the divine may be trying to guide you toward that right now. So keep your head chakra clear, okay? Now your twin, I do feel your twin's going through a dark night of the soul right now. Okay, and you may be feeling this energy. And you may be going through it too. But I feel like it's more so your twin, okay? And so you're being asked, despite everything, to send healing, okay? Because they need it. They need it, all right? You don't have to condone abusive behavior. You don't have to condone any of that. But you still love them anyway. You still heal them, okay? Because it helps heal you, right? And definitely focus on that inner child work, okay? Because I do feel a lot of inner child wounds have been triggered here. And this appears to be a theme, guys. Like, these inner child wounds are no joke. It's amazing how many times I can say, how many triggers I can say have led me back to inner child wounds. Like, it's pretty crazy. All right? All right, I hope that helps, Salome. All right, Tatiana. Tatiana, are you here? Saw you earlier. Clear. Tatiana. She was here. Sorry. And after Tatiana, I've got Jessica L, Marianne, Laura, Keohalani, Lisbeth, Zelia, Starliz, Keiki, and Mika. I'm actually starting to get really, really tired and really drained, so I may be only able to do a couple more. I may have to save the rest for next time, and I do apologize for that, guys, but I'm starting to get really drained. And I still have at least, oh, there you are, at least 2 or 3 personal readings I've got to get out tonight. So I appreciate you guys' patience with me. All right. All right. Whoopsies. Okay. All right, Tatiana, let's take a look and see what's going on with you. Go. Okay. All right. So I feel like, you're being guided definitely to your self-fulfillment here. I feel like you've been kind of a people pleaser. You've been trying to fulfill other people's expectations to the point that you actually thought those expectations were yours, and they're not. They're other people's. And now you're not really quite sure what to do to fulfill yourself. So it's like Spirit's trying to guide you into that. I feel like you kind of lost yourself there for a minute because you didn't know. You're having like an identity crisis. Trying to fulfill other people's expectations as if they were your own. So definitely need to release that. And I feel like your twins I'm getting something to do with drinking here. I don't know if your twin is self-indulging or you're self-indulging, but it's almost like to hide the pain. Very, very scared. Twin's very scared right now. Same issue, really. People pleaser. Not really quite sure how to fulfill themselves here. But yeah, Spirit's trying to come in to remind you of this, of the whole point of the journey is self-love, self-fulfillment, self-happiness. And be careful with expectations too of yourself, okay? You can have expectations of yourself that you cannot, that if you don't fulfill, you feel guilty, right? So be careful with that, okay? But don't forget the whole point of this journey is self-love. All right? And I do feel that, you know, again, Spirit's trying to communicate this with you. And I feel like you're trying to open that up. I feel like you've been getting the messages. I feel like you're just not really quite sure how to interpret them. I do also feel your twin's wanting to communicate with you. And your twin actually may be communicating with you in the 5D too. You may be getting dreams and downloads and things like that, okay? But they are communicating with you. And they want to communicate with you, I feel, in the 3D. Okay? And I feel like you've been sitting there waiting. You're waiting for them to contact you. You're waiting for them to validate what you're feeling. Sorry to say, you're probably going to be waiting for a while. Okay? And the whole point is not to wait anyway. All right? You don't want to sit there and wait for them to validate you. You already know. You don't need anybody to validate your inner knowing. Okay? Just remember that. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your connection, see what's going on. Okay, boom. 2 of Cups. Well, if you had any question whether or not this was a twin flame connection, that's your answer. But you already knew that. You didn't need me to validate this for you, okay? So I do feel the connection is very strong with both of you. And I do feel your twin, though may not be fully understanding of the connection, is aware that there is a connection between you, okay? And the energy is going both ways, okay? So both of you very, very emotional and very protective of this connection, okay? So keep that in mind. The connection's not going anywhere. No matter what happens, the connection is not going anywhere. You're always connected in the 5D, always, okay? Separation is an illusion, just remember that. But I do feel there is a wedge here. There is a karmic situation definitely between you, okay? A lot of inner conflict too, but I do feel that this particular karmic situation is rife with conflict. It's like somebody's sacrificed their happiness for stability, but there's no stability, not really. Financial stability, maybe, but it's codependency. There's absolutely no freedom here. No freedom to be what and who you want to be. Okay, because you're afraid of disappointing the powers that be that you may be without money. Okay. And I feel like this is both of you. There's a situation with both of you that is coming forward here that has to do with this. And I feel like you two possibly had a codependent cycle with each other for some time. Possibly to do with money, but I feel like it's more emotional here. And the separation is serving a purpose to teach you that you control your own fulfillment. Okay? But I do feel you here as of late have definitely been in your Queen of Swords. You put up your guards, you put up your shields, because you're absolutely terrified. You're absolutely terrified to be hurt. And that's understandable. I mean, we all get in this sometimes. But you really need to release that fear. The only one hurting you is yourself. Okay? Now, if somebody's physically hurting you and whatnot, you need to get out of that situation, and you need to get out of it fast. All right? Just do it. Just get out. The universe will take care of you, okay? But if you're guarding yourself because you're afraid your twin's going to hurt you, get out of that, okay? Your twin won't hurt you. Your twin will never purposefully hurt you, okay? Just keep that in mind. You control your own emotions, okay? But I definitely feel there's a toxic cycle here. There's a big toxic cycle here. And I feel like your counterpart right now also is really, really scared. There's something, like, he's absolutely terrified he's going to fall. He's like, feels like he's running out of time. And you've got all of this here. You've got the truth. You've got the cups, or the emotions. You've got the pentacles. And then you've got the wands and the action, okay? So it's like the truth, the emotions, the action, and the codependency. And does not want to deal with it. Like closing himself off from the fact that this is a toxic cycle, okay? So that being said, you need to take a look at you and see what you're blinding yourself to. What's being held over your head that you're blinding yourself to, okay? Because whatever it is, it's incredibly toxic and it needs to go, okay? And I feel like you know this. I feel like it's brought you a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain, a lot of depression, anger, guilt, frustration. But you are being guided. You're being guided forward right now. Spirit's trying to do this for you. Okay? So you need to pay attention. Okay? Like I said, there's messages coming. Maybe from your twin, but it also could be from Spirit. There may be a significant sign that you will receive very, very soon if you have not received it already. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you how you doing the work is going to be fruitful. Okay? Stop focusing on the empty basket. Look at all the things around you that have come to fruition. Okay? That you have planted, that you have grown yourself. Okay? Don't focus on the empty basket. Okay? Focus on the things that you have gained. Focus on the knowledge you have gained. And your twin feels like this too. Your twin feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they haven't been making any strides whatsoever, but they have. They're focusing on the empty basket. Right? Instead of the truth, which the truth is you're both guarding yourself from something. Okay? So need to really hunker down on that. And I would definitely do some meditations on this, on how to break free from that. Focus on the outcome. Focus on the outcome. Focus on the outcome. And the how will show itself. Okay? And look, we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords as your divine counterparts right there. So both of you are very guarded right now because of this. Okay? All right. And both of you in your way are trying to protect the connection. Right? Okay? All right. Let's see. Let's get some messages from your counterpart. Yeah. Astral travel. Sexual energy. Because, yeah. Getting a lot of dark night of the soul energies today, guys. Man, I really hope I don't go through another. I did, actually. I'm not going to lie. I think I recently went through another one. That would be my third one. They are not fun. Not fun at all. All right, yeah, definitely need to open up that heart chakra because I feel like you're really, really, really closed off right now, and it's preventing your healing, okay? So really need to focus on that. Really need to clear out some of this energy, this pent-up energy. And I feel like inner child wounds definitely being triggered right now, so I really need to clear that out. Inner child work, I know it's stressed a lot, but it's so important. It brings so much to the surface that you didn't even realize was a thing. And it will surprise you. It will surprise you how much will come to the surface and how much you need to release. It's incredible. But I do feel like you're going through an ascension, absolutely. And the door is not shut for you. This is not the end of your journey. Don't feel that way, okay? It's not the end of the world. Dark Night of the Soul sucks, but it's not the end of the world, okay? You're being guided. You're being protected, okay? So just hold true to yourself and hold true to your divine purpose, okay? And the connection everything will fall into place as you raise your vibration, okay? Oh, hi, Anutama. I actually already did your reading. I'm not really quite sure how far back, but yeah. All right, Tatiana, I hope that helped. All right. Let's see. We've got, no, Laura, you're not too late. I've got, let's see, who do I got here? All right, so I've got Jessica L, Mary Ann, Laura, Kioholani, Elizabeth, Zelia, Star Liz, Keiki, and Mika. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, we had those like last week. We had some crazy downpours. So, all right, Jessica L, are you in the house? Jessica L. There. I hope not. All right. Jessica L. I actually need to stand up for a second. My legs are not, they're not happy at all. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, good Lord. All right. I think I heard myself crack when I stood up. Oh, you're welcome. I really hope it helped. You said that as I was chugging water. That's really funny. Okay, I'm just going to take a minute before I move on with Jessica's. My butt hurts. I'm just like, ow. I need like a cushion. I need a better setup than this. I'm literally sitting on my floor in my bedroom with my computer propped up on a box. Like that's my spiritual space. That's my setup. That's that's what I do. You gotta make it work. Like I don't have this like super duper fancy setup or anything like that. Like, yeah, some people I see like these awesome setups, and I'm like, okay. That's nice. Yeah, no, I'm literally at my computer sitting on a box. Yeah, beanbag chair would be fantastic, except I have cats. They would rip that thing in two in like 2 seconds. So, yeah. I don't even have it. I have a desk. I don't use it. I probably should. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really drained. So I'm actually gonna try to get through 3 more. So I'm gonna try to get through Jessica, Marianne, and Laura. And then let's see, Keohalani, Lisbeth, Zelia, Sarliz, Keiki, and Mika. I may have to do you guys next time, and I sincerely apologize. But I'm starting to get really, really tired. So, all right, Jessica. Let's go ahead and get Jessica's done. Let's see here. Okay. Well, Jessica's triggered. All right, Jessica, you are really triggered right now. But I also feel that I mean, there's no bad triggers, but this is like a good one. I feel like there was a big aha moment for you that recently came in. I feel like it has something definitely to do with some sort of communication you've received from your twin or about your twin that has triggered the crap out of you. And of course, this is a 5, so this is a change, right? So it's triggered you to change. It's triggered you to move forward. And your counterpart actually, again, because you are mirroring, is feeling very passionate about something. They may be feeling very passionate about you. That's actually maybe how they see you right here. Okay? And you're lit up. You're on fire. You're doing your thing. You're hot. Right? And you have confidence in yourself, and they see that. And I do feel this trigger has brought you more confidence. Feel like it has something to do with the ending of a karmic situation, definitely. It's brought you more confidence. I don't know if you've ended a karmic situation recently, but it's made you feel really, really good about yourself. And I do feel that whatever this was that has ended or has brought you this confidence, it's like really affirming to you. It really is just affirmed that you're on the right path. And I feel like for a while you were in doubt, and this just sparked that fire right up for you, and you're just like, nope, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go. Bring me my abundance, please. Bring me my inner peace, please. Bring me my salvation, please. Knowing all along that you have that within yourself. You don't need anybody else to do that for you. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm not going to lie. That's a beautiful thing. You know, because here you are sitting alone, but you know what? You are content within yourself. And you know you have everything you need within yourself. You don't need anything else whatsoever to make you feel good. Okay? And that's a beautiful thing. And I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. All right, let's see. What's going on with your connection? Let's see. No. Too many. No, I say, give me one more, and they give me 3. All right. Yeah, girl. Look at you. Filling your own cup. Not letting anybody else drink from that cup either. That's actually amazing. It's actually really good. And I feel like your twin is at the point where they see this confidence, they see this inner knowing, they see you as this amazing person who's just got it all together, and they want your cup. Wow, wow. No, sorry. Okay. They want your cup. Okay. But I don't feel like you're quite ready to offer it yet. It's almost like you're like in this energy of, okay, your move. Let me see your cup. I'm sorry. It's just like this really intricate game of I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Oh, I need to go home. So anyway, so yeah, I feel like you're just not quite ready to give up that yet. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. You guard your cup, girl. You do your thing, girl. But I do feel this connection is growing. It's definitely gaining momentum right now. And it's because you're both in this energy of wanting to fill your cup. Not specifically your cup. Sorry. Oh God. Okay. I need a moment. Anyway. I'm good. Nothing like sex jokes, guys. If you haven't figured out by now, to me, everything is an innuendo. It's just the way that I am. So anyway, so I do feel that a lot of past karma has definitely been cleared up here, but there's still some more. I feel inner child wounds specifically here, but past lives, absolutely. I feel like the heart chakra for both of you is really, really opened up, and that's really good. So whatever healing you're doing there, definitely keep doing that because it's working. It's working, okay? Now, I do feel that both of you still have some karmic cycles to wrap up, but I feel like you're both recognizing this right now, and that's good. Because, I mean, recognition is half the battle. Like, once you recognize a cycle and you start understanding that you need to end it, and you start manifesting the ending of that cycle, that's when it happens, okay? So that's interesting. So yeah, karmic cycles, I do feel for both of you need to come to an end. And I'm feeling it's a codependent cycle. I do feel money is involved here. And of course we've got, and this is Leo energy here. So, so I do feel that both of you are really figuring out that you can hold yourself up. You can hold yourselves up, right? You don't need anybody to hold you up. I'm getting a third party here, though, and it could be what this is, okay? It could be what this karmic situation is. I'm getting a third party here, all right? But I feel like neither one of you is feeling like it's completely hopeless. I feel like you've moved out of this energy of hopelessness, and that's good. You're gaining that strength to move forward. And remember, you're mirroring. So if you feel powerful, if you feel empowered, if you feel strong within yourself, your twin does too. Okay? Now, it may be triggering, all right? Because triggering always goes back and forth, all right? But that being said, as you figure out that trigger, as you work it out, as you come into inner balance, right? And you stand in your power, it brings more and more strength to your twin. Okay, and your twin sees you. Your twin sees you doing this. Twin sees you standing in your power, putting up your boundaries. And you may have put up your boundaries with your twin right now, and that's okay. And you know what? It may trigger them, but they respect that, okay? Because they put up their own boundaries, okay? They respect that, and they respect you more for that, okay? Because you're standing in your feminine power, and that's what you're supposed to do. All right? So I do feel definitely an ending of cycles coming. Definitely abundance coming for you. I feel like you've been manifesting this for a while. You've been working on this. You've been really, really hunkering down. And all that's going to do is going to allow you to cut away more things in your life that you don't need, that don't serve you. Okay? And same for your twin. So keep doing your work. Whatever you're doing is working. Whatever you're doing is working. This is an incredibly positive read, and I'm really, really happy for you. Because I feel like a lot of things are opening up for you. A lot of truth is coming out. And I feel like where you were hopeless before, you were feeling despair before, you're not now. And that's good. That's really good. Means there's hope for the rest of us. Right? All right. No. No. Sometimes my hands no work. All right. All right, messages from your counterpart. Okay. Yes, exactly, Nikki. Exactly. Oh, excuse me. All right, Jessica L. That was Jessica L. All right, Marianne. Marianne, are you in the house? Okay, if you send a Cash App, that's fine. If you could just send me a follow-up email, divinepisces222@gmail.com, letting me know you paid, and I'll put you on the list for next time, okay? All right. Marianne, are you in the house? I'm going to do Marianne's, I'm going to do Laura's, and then I'm sorry, guys. I am going to have to call it a night because obviously I'm getting a little loopy. I'm feeling really, really drained right now. And when I get like that, my readings tend to suffer, and I don't want that to happen. So, want you to get what you pay for. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Okay, well, I guess she's not here. That's fine. Yeah, Four of Swords. Actually, that's really interesting you said that. Yeah. That's really interesting you said that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do Marianne's reading. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. That's interesting. So Marianne also on fire, doing her thing, feeling good, feeling inspired, feeling passionate about what she's doing, and that's fantastic. I feel a lot of inner passion here, almost like a return to a passion for oneself and complete love for oneself. And I feel like you've been working on this for a while. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're just at the point where you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't care what my divine masculine does. I'm doing my thing and I feel good. I'm feeling good. And I'm finding answers. I'm finding the answers that I've been seeking. And I didn't need him. I didn't need him to do that. Not really. I feel like you've learned quite a bit about yourself too. Maybe you're working on, I feel like you're working on a novel or something, or you're a writer of some sort. Maybe you're writing a story or a poem or something that's got you really fired up. It's got you really fired up here. And that's bringing you happiness. That's bringing you fulfillment. That's helping you to fill your cup, right? And so you're really focused on that right now, and that's really, really good. And what this is doing is this is helping your twin find their purpose and find their fulfillment, find their passion, okay? It's sparking creativity in your twin right now. No, karmic partner does not have to be actually a partner. Karmic could be anything. But if it's a partner, it could be a love interest, but it could also just be a karmic person. All right, let's take a look at Marianne's connection. See what's going on with that. My nose is running. Yeah, girl, look at you. Boom, inner happiness. Inner happiness. Really reaching for it too. I feel like you're really balancing yourself out right now. And really, really starting to focus on yourself for real. Not just because of the connection, but focusing on yourself for your own sake. And that's exactly what you need to do. And it's helping you to balance it out, come into your divine feminine power, and to learning how to balance out your emotions with your emotional intelligence. That's what I was trying to say. Right? That's actually incredible. So yeah, really reaching for the happiness for your own sake. For your own sake. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. And I feel like you are just in this tempered mode. You're just like, no, I'm good. I'm doing my thing. I'm fine. Twin flame or not, doesn't matter. I'm feeling good about myself, and I've really become illuminated. I've come a long way, Oh, is this an emotion? All right, well, I'm going to release that crap and I'm going to move on, do my thing. Wow, 2 really positive readings in a row. That's amazing. I'm really floored. But yeah, I do still feel you're a little bit immature with your truth, though. I mean, that's okay. I mean, you'll get there eventually. I feel like you're not fully telling the truth, either to your oh, there you are, Marianne. I'm doing your reading now. I feel like you're not fully in your truth yet. It's like you're kind of there. You know your truth. You're just not speaking it yet. I'm not sure what's holding you back here. But I feel like you're still a little bit apprehensive to come out of the quote unquote twin flame closet, so to speak. Okay. So I do feel that that's a decision that will need to be made eventually, but I feel like you're just not focusing on that right now, and that's okay. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself first. That's exactly what you should be doing. Get that vibration up, okay? Because what this is doing again is it's helping your twin. Okay, it's helping your twin find their happiness, find their balance, speak their truth, and I do feel it has brought some triggers and some towers for your twin. You've kind of overcome your triggers and your towers. You probably have some more coming, but I feel like they're more like aha moments. I don't feel like they're going to be seriously heavy towers. Okay? So don't be afraid of those, okay? But I do feel your twin's kind of going through that right now. They're going through this inner balance thing, okay? And that's because you're doing your work. It's because you're bringing yourself into balance, okay? And that's really good. I feel like you have no fear whatsoever in facing your shadow self. And you shouldn't. I mean, your shadow self is still yourself, okay? And yeah, you've been taking the lead. You've been doing your work. Look at you. Look at you. That's amazing. All right? And things are moving forward. And you're just kind of going with the flow right now. You're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm feeling good about myself. Okay? And here he is back here. Here, you can barely see him. Here he is back here. Right? Steering the boat, but you're leading. You are ahead right now. And he's behind you. Okay? And he will catch up eventually, okay? So don't worry about him. Just keep doing what you're doing, all right? Because a lot of illusions are going to be shattered very soon. With him specifically, okay? There's a lot of illusion with him. A lot of self-deceit, a lot of this just illusion that he feels like he can't move. He can't do what he wants to do. But you doing what you're doing is inspiring him to shatter this illusion himself. All right? So I do feel some towers coming for your twin. All right. Just send him healing, send him love. Okay. And just try not to dwell on it too much. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. All right. Let's get some messages from your twin. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So I feel like, yep. I feel like your twin might be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul right now. That sounds ominous. Okay. But I don't think it is. I just feel like whatever work you've been doing has really brought up a lot for him. Again, towers. I'm feeling towers, definitely. Okay. So it's definitely send him healing because he's definitely scared right now. All right. And he's looking to you because you already know the answers. Okay, because you're leading the way. So he is looking to you. He is watching you. And yeah, your vibration is up and he loves that. It makes him feel good. Okay? Because when you're down, he's down. So as he's going through this dark night of the soul, keep that vibration up, okay? Because it helps him. All right? Now, you are mirroring, okay? So if you are having doubts, he's going to have doubts. I feel like you're not fully past the doubt part yet, and that's okay. You're not in full surrender, and that's okay. All right? You'll get there eventually. All right? So just try not to beat yourself up about it, but you're doing a great job, and you need to stop asking this question. Okay? Stop asking that question. All right, let's get some advice. Hi, Snow White. I'm only going to be doing one more. I still have some backlog, but I will be doing this again next week to finish that up and then do more for whoever wants one. So if you want a reading, you can get in line if you'd like. You can send me a payment. PayPal. It's paypal.me / Divine Pisces 222. All right, so Marianne, yeah, definitely want to focus some more on that inner child work now. Okay, for you, yeah, but for your twin too. I definitely would recommend Twin Flame inner child work, and there is a difference. Okay, because you can do inner child work for your twin. Okay, you can. A really great resource I found is actually twinflames1111.com. She actually has a free Twin Flame starter kit. It comes with, I think it's 2 free meditations that are like 20 minutes a piece. One's like a clearing one, and one is a connection one, but she also has one that is inner child meditation specifically for twin flames, and it's really good. Okay, so I definitely would recommend looking into that. Okay, so yeah, definitely would recommend some heart chakra alignment for you as well, especially to help with your counterpart going through dark night of the soul. Okay, it's going to help open up that heart chakra so that they can purge properly. Because as of right now, it's like he's really trying to repress and suppress right now, and he can't do that. It's just going to end up making it worse. Okay, and yeah, you're definitely coming into your own. Okay, I feel like you are expanding spiritually, absolutely. And it's because you're raising your vibration. You're going through ascension. You're doing a really good job. Definitely recommend connecting with your spirit team a little bit more if you aren't right now. Even just to connect to them, just to get a feel for them, just to get to know them. Not even for any spiritual work, just to literally guides. It's like meet my guides, you know. You have no idea how effective that can be. Okay, so definitely would recommend that. What does truth mean? Just really whatever it is that you're not being fully truthful about. A lot of times when we go through this, like spiritual awakening and whatnot, and spiritual ascension, it's like we're just not wanting to really talk about it. But just really, it's anything that you're being deceptive with someone or yourself about. It could be your twin. May not be fully in your truth with your twin right now. All right. I'm going to do one more. We're going to do Laura. Laura, are you still here? I know you popped out and popped back in, so I want to clear. Yeah, my throat's starting to go too, guys, so. Laura, are you here? All right, there you are. Good deal. All right, let's go ahead. Get this done for you. And I want to appreciate everybody who came and did a mini reading with me. It's really cool. And I'll definitely be doing it again, obviously, to clear out my backlog. But it's really fun. I like this. I like interacting with you guys. All right, so Laura, all right, so you're definitely being called to pick up your meditation. Okay. And I'm sorry, my throat's starting to go. So I don't think you've necessarily slacked off. I wouldn't say you've necessarily slacked off, but I feel like you're being called to maybe do some different types of meditations. Maybe you've been doing the same one over and over again, and that's fine. You know, if you find one that works for you and it helps you, but I feel like you're being called to branch out here. I feel like you've been focusing on one particular thing a little too much, and you might need to branch out into something else as far as your healing goes. I feel like you've been trying to connect through meditation with your twin. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Oh, you use guided ones? I mean, that's okay. Guided ones are fantastic. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. I just mean like maybe some subliminals too might help you. Also just listening to particular frequencies can help you as well, like when you're sleeping or when you're working and things like that. Yeah, sleeping subliminals, I do that a lot. And it really helps me because it's kind of like meditation, right? So it's just, I feel like it's just guiding you to kind of up that a little bit. Maybe kind of come out of your comfort zone a little bit with your meditation. Maybe do something different. Ask your spirit team. Consult your spirit team on that one, okay? I do feel like you've been feeling a little bit lonely, though. I feel like you're really longing right now. And I feel like you're longing for each other right now too. I'm feeling a lot of rejection and abandonment here. A lot of regret, unfortunately. A lot of emotional pain. Maybe this is what it's telling me with this meditation. Maybe you need to focus on this, on clearing this out, whatever this is. Because I feel a lot of pent up emotion here. I feel guilt too. A lot of guilt. Anguish. Dark night of the soul energy. That's what I'm feeling. So maybe that's what this is telling you. Okay, maybe focus a little bit more on clearing this out. Okay, and helping you and your twin clear that out, because I feel like both of you are kind of going through a dark night of the soul or something similar to a dark night of the soul. And it's complicated. Right? It's kind of complicating the situation. I feel like it's complicating your karmic situations, whatever that may be as well. And the connection is still there, but it's just like, it's like neither one of you can really deal with it right now. Okay. Yeah, definitely would recommend some heart chakra clearings too. Okay. You need to pull that out. And look, it's an 11 card. Yay. So yeah, I feel like neither one of you are really in the right headspace to handle this connection right now. So it's like it's on pause. Which is not a bad thing. I'm not a bad thing at all. You got to do what you got to do. You know, if you got to set boundaries and you got to walk away and you got to do what you got to do. I mean, it is what it is. You know, the connection's still there no matter what you do. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and I hate to say it this way, but it's like, you know, they don't like to do the work. They don't. They just don't. It's like they'd rather get stuck. They'd rather be stuck in like a codependent situation or a karmic situation that makes them unhappy than really face their demons, you know. And that's why you do it. That's why Divine Feminine does it. You know, it seems like we do all the work because we do, as far as that goes. And maybe that's, again, what it's trying to tell you about your meditation, okay? Oh, hey, Christine, I did yours towards the beginning of the live. It was like the second reading I did, so if you want to go back. All right, so let's take a look at Laura's situation here. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Toxicity. Codependency. Blinding yourself to codependency, too. There's something definitely being held over your head. Your twin, too. There's something going on with your twin here. There's something being held over his head. Feels like you really just can't release it, you know? And it's bringing a lot of emotional pain, a lot of anguish here. Dark night of the soul. Big time. Big time. And of course, this is Capricorn energy too. Okay, which usually to me represents the karmic cycle. Maybe it's because my karmic's a Capricorn. I don't know. That's usually what it does. It represents that. So yeah, I do feel, look, see, and these little ditties here. This is like one of the most interesting depictions of the devil, you know, because you've got basically the manifestation here, you know, like your magician card that has all of the elements here, but this is the devil, so it's like in reverse. So it's like instead of manifesting these things are being held over his head, and he's blinding himself to it, and he doesn't want to deal with it. Okay, because you got the truth here, you've got emotion here, you've got money here, and you've got action or sex or whatever it is. Okay, however it's represented to you. So definitely feel that happening right now. And I feel like both of you feel a little lost right now. We're all strapped. Sorry. Both of you feel kind of lost right now. This should be upside down. Feeling like you're not in your full strength, like you're not in your full power. But Spirit is trying to open up that spirituality in you. All of these tests, all these trials, everything you go through, it serves purpose. Okay? So don't think it doesn't. All right? It's like, I definitely would recommend a third eye hit for you as far as clearing goes. Okay? To help you move through whatever doubt you're feeling. And will help you with your mission as well. Okay? And embrace the hermit mode, because I feel like you are in hermit mode, absolutely. And your twin is too. Twin's trying to rethink some things. I feel like you're trying to rethink some things. Maybe about your connection, maybe about your mission, maybe about your karmic situation, but you're definitely deep in thought about something and trying to focus on it. And that's good. That's a good thing. Just don't forget the healing aspect too, okay? Focus on yourself, focus on your mission, and focus on your healing, okay? Anything that comes up, just purge it and release it, all right? But I'm definitely feeling a lot of pain here. Your twin feels betrayed right now, and feels scared and feels alone. Don't feel guilty about that though. Don't you dare. You got to set boundaries where you got to set boundaries, okay? They'll figure it out eventually, okay? Just make sure that you're not internalizing this, because you may be feeling this from your twin. If your twin's going through dark night of the soul, you're going to feel that, okay? Just make sure you reflect back positive energy, okay? And help him figure out what to do with these emotions, okay? I'm feeling, again, a lot of inner child issues here. I'm feeling a lot of nostalgia. Your twin is definitely thinking about you, and you're probably thinking about them, obviously. Dreaming about you, reaching out in the 5D, thinking about the happy times, but regretful. Sad over the happy times, because, they just want that back, and it is what it is. But there's just a lot of emotion here. A lot of purging that needs to happen here, okay? A lot of purging. And, yeah, you need to focus on your cup. You need to focus on your cup. And your twin needs to focus on their cup, okay? And only then can you come together and offer each other your cup, right? You can't offer someone an empty cup, right? All right, let's get some messages. Yeah, he's in denial for sure. Dark night of the soul, I'm telling you. He's been triggered. He's absolutely been triggered. And they do that. They sit there in denial, and all that happens is they just get hit over and over and over again by the universe until they start seeing straight. Okay? So don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Just focus on you for now. Yeah. Messages. He may feel like you used him. Too close for comfort. That freaks them out. When seeing a mirror image of yourself is terrifying. Okay? All right, let's get some advice from Source. Yep. You focus on you. Focus on your healing. Focus on your mission. Basically what you've been doing. Just keep doing it. Okay? Everything's going to be fine. Yeah. Everything is happening in divine timing. Okay? He will awaken eventually. He's actually probably going through an awakening right now. If he's going through Dark Night of the Soul, he's going through an awakening. He's just in denial. Okay? So don't let it throw you off. okay? You have help. You have support. You are not alone in this, all right? But definitely would recommend also some karmic clearing for you. And that could be, again, going back to the meditation deal. Just make sure that if you hit something painful, it's okay to take a break. You just don't want to stop completely, okay? Don't beat yourself up over taking a break, okay? You can take a break, all right? All right? Yeah, that shadow work is painful, I'm telling you. So don't feel bad if you need to take a break because it is very, very painful, okay? All right, I hope that helped, Laura. Thank you so much. All right, so what I had left on the docket today that I'm going to do next time is Kyo Holani, Lisbeth, Zelia, Starliz, Keiki, and Mika, and then whoever else sent payment during this live. I'll make sure I add you to the list, and I'll probably just do this again next week. Probably going to be Sunday, honestly, because like I said, I'm out of town. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll probably do it on Sunday, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody who showed up today. And don't forget to, subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that like button. All right, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, and if you send something, Cash App, please send me an email because I don't get, for some reason, Cash App, I don't really get emails sometimes. So I just want to make sure that I get everybody, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.